Guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate support. Guys, I'm going to talk to you about something that happened this morning, and this is starting to get stupid now. I mean, this is way past coincidence. Listen, I stepped out real quick. I had to go do something for my job, and I came back, and this is what I seen on the news. What you're looking at is a Southwest Airlines airplane having their border landing after almost colliding with a plane that's taxiing on the runway, a smaller plane. Thank God everybody was safe, but the particulars of this supposedly happened 10:50 Central Standard Time this morning at Midway Airport in Chicago, Illinois. Shout out Chicago. And it says Southwest Airlines flight number 5504 nearly collided with looked like a plane, a smaller type of plane on a runway, and had to take back off after touching down to avoid the collision. It's like they want a disaster to happen. It makes no sense. I mean, you can say whatever you want to say about flying right now or how safe an airplane is, but an airplane's only safe when the ones in charge of safety are doing their job. And right now, that doesn't seem to be the case. Take a look at this story.
This just into CNN, a Southwest jet had a near collision with a private plane at Midway Airport in Chicago. This happened Monday. CNN aviation correspondent Pete Montine is back. Walk us through what happened. Well, it happened at Midway Airport. It happened this morning, not Monday. Pete, take it away.
This morning at about 10:50 Central Standard Time, this Southwest flight, Southwest 2504, and you can see in the video from plane spotters here, was coming into land on Midway's 3-1 Center. Very busy airport, huge hub for Southwest Airlines. This is what's called a go-around or an aborted landing. You may have experienced this on a commercial flight. Usually pilots do this when the approach is unstable or there's wind or there's wind shear. In this case, this is called a runway incursion, meaning an airplane on the runway where there shouldn't be. That's the private jet, the Challenger 350 there, taxiing out in front of this flight. The crew artfully of the Southwest flight does a go-around, pitches up, and climbs back into the air to come back around for a successful landing. Obviously, nobody hurt in this, but this is a narrative, just one more example in a narrative of incidents that we have seen since the start of 2023. And the NTSB, the National Transportation Safety Board, has investigated a significant number of these incidents that came within very close, we're talking feet away from a possible collision. JFK, Austin, Boston, Burbank, the list really goes on. Seems likely that this would end up not only under FAA investigation, but also under NTSB investigation, because the alarm bells have been there for a long time. Why are airplanes able to get so close to each other when air traffic controllers are responsible for keeping the runway safe and clear? There are a lot of factors here, and of course we're still at the very, very early stages of this, so don't want to speculate, although you have to talk about this while mentioning air traffic controllers are under an incredible amount of stress right now. You have to connect it back to the big story. DOJ is making cuts at the FAA right now, and also FAA controllers just had to essentially justify their jobs with 5 bullet points to Elon Musk. 10,000 of them responsible for controlling the airspace in the national airspace system, and many of them are working mandatory 6-day weeks of 10-hour shifts. We're talking mandatory overtime. The Southwest crew did the right thing here. People ask me all the time, why is there a go-around? This was the right call. You can always go around and fly back into the air and come back around and try another landing. The big question is, why did that private jet enter onto that runway when this passenger jet, this Southwest flight, was moments away from landing? Very scary.
Yeah, that looked like very quick thinking by that Southwest pilot. Thank you so much for bringing that to us, Pete. You know, we were just talking about, I think you were mentioning it, Abby, about just the anxiety in this country. And if you just take air travel as one example, and the idea that people are afraid, and connecting it back to the chaos, just the FAA, for example, and the cuts at the FAA, and the fears at the FAA. And this is one of those classic government agencies that is supposed to be there for one reason, and one reason only, to make us all safe when we fly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a Texan and I've flown Southwest many times, and Midway is their hub airport. So I can I've gone through there many times, and I know that I can put myself in that empathy. And I think my mother's asked me to reconsider flying. And when mothers across America are making those comments to their kids, that's going to have an economic effect.
Yeah, I was just flying with my family for my son's winter break, and I have extreme anxiety, so this is what I do all the time anyway. But I was for sure thinking about the latest incidents, because it's not one, it's not two. There have been multiple incidents like this where near misses, and in some cases, some fatalities. And these are still anecdotes.
Yeah.
And flying is still very safe, but it's really hard not to get in your head about.
You have data.
Yeah, I would just say that, if you look at the NTSB data from January, in fact, it was the safest January on record when you combine both general and,
Really
of course, commercial aviation. But the bottom line is I'm still freaked out as well, despite what the data says.
I think we're looking for improvement here in that system. And what's missing here in this conversation about chaos is any sense that things are improving. And hearing Pete talk about people working 10-hour days, 6 days a week, doesn't engender a lot of confidence in the way that system is set up or where it's going at this point in time.
That shit said them people are overworked. And on top of that, they're trying to, your boy Elon Musk is trying to cut a lot of the stuff air traffic controllers do and a lot of air traffic controller jobs as if it's something that's not useful. Seemed like to me, man, honestly, that he deals with a lot of technology and trying to make the world better and all this other stuff. My opinion, he need to fucking stick with that shit. Because a lot of this stuff he's doing with this Doge stuff, and I don't see what the fuck's going on. Because people are scared to fly. You heard what they said. The public is concerned. They ain't made no PSA announcements about it, and they won't. They won't. Because ain't nobody crashed yet. The plane ain't big enough, and the casualties ain't piled up yet. This is fucking stupid. Now, all of a sudden, you got to worry about when the plane take off and land. Just did a story yesterday. Plane started smoking, caught on fire as soon as it left the damn runway. Had to divert and come back. People choked out on their own plane. They paid all them hundreds of dollars for that shit. Now you got this. Ain't the pilot's fault. And he did good by pulling the plane back up. But I mean, come on, man. Come on, act like aviation just started yesterday and they ain't anticipate all these problems. This is crazy shit. It makes no damn sense. It's like every damn day now, all of a sudden, something stupid is happening. And then the thing is, you can't blame it on the pilots and all of this type of stuff with a lot of the things we've seen, because all they trying to do is hold it together. Ain't nobody trying to die in no damn plane. Think about that. Them people, the plane was landing and the people was like, ooh, thank God we made it. Probably was talking about the other shit that happened the other day. Whew. Can't tell me them people that got on flight 504, that Southwest Airlines flight that just had to take back off. They wasn't thinking when they sat in the seat, yeah, this is going to be a smooth, easy transition with all these current events dealing with aircraft. And that's the thing. Some people have to fly. So it's almost like the running of the wildebeest. You got crocodiles, you got lions, you got tigers, you got cheetahs, all type of stuff ready to take a stab at these wildebeest. They got to migrate to and fro. Same thing with humanity right now. This shit is stupid and it needs to stop, man. I mean, some people got to travel. I got travel dates coming up where I have to take a plane. You think I'm going to do that shit after seeing all this damn stuff? I'm done with this. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. It's another plane disaster averted. But I mean, I do these stories just to be informative with you guys. A lot of you guys don't see this type of stuff, But man, you have to be careful out there. And I can't even tell you be careful when you put on a plane and your life ain't even in your hands. So you got to tread lightly. It's just a crapshoot right now in aviation. They keep bringing up the Aviation Safety Board and all this type of stuff. They're going to investigate. I mean, damn, how many times they got to investigate something? It takes months and years to find out how one crash happened. Here we got 50 in a goddamn day. What the hell are they doing? They're not going to be able to keep up with all this stuff. And you know what? Something to coming from the American people again, to put blinders on us and be so catastrophic that we'll forget about this stuff and then go back to doing what we do. It's just how it's set up, and it's not right. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.